For Joshua, he's now out in the cold with the wolf pack. Forget about it. Idiot. Coward. Always needing to have the minerals to fight the Gypsy King.
About AJ fighting Jake Paul, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's definitely a fight that we are talking about. It's definitely a fight that is fair.
This is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane.
Tyson Fury humiliates Anthony Joshua for ducking him and fighting Jake Paul. Fury's words cut like a knife, exposing AJ's gamble as a monumental misstep. Avoiding a legendary challenge for a spectacle fight leaves the heavyweight world stunned, questioning whether Joshua still has the courage to face true competition.
Bums fighting old men, short men, no good men. He had the challenge from Deontay Wilder. He was offered 80 million to go to the United States, but he refused and offered to fight Povetkin instead.
Fury doesn't hold back. He immediately raises the stakes with a shocking bet on Jake Paul, daring everyone to take notice. Fury's confidence is off the charts. He doesn't just predict. He wagers £1 million on Jake Paul, signaling his belief in AJ's decline. This isn't bravado. It's a statement that Joshua is no longer the intimidating force he once was, and the boxing world is watching in disbelief.
Paul chins AJ, yes, they fight.
Are you serious?
100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul.
What?
Yeah.
Fury's assessment is brutal and unfiltered, calling AJ a spent force while praising Jake Paul's rise. He paints a vivid picture of a heavyweight hierarchy turned upside down, leaving fans stunned as the notion of Joshua being toppled by a YouTuber becomes a chilling, almost tangible reality.
How about tune up? I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look.
Duke McKenzie doesn't hold back. He paints this fight as a ticking time bomb. The size and experience gap is glaring, and he questions whether Jake Paul has earned a shot at Joshua at all. It's a warning. This is a heavyweight clash where one wrong move could be catastrophic.
The right, I don't believe, to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any heavyweights.
Eddie Hearn delivers a sobering reality check. Joshua's power is lethal, and any miscalculation from Jake Paul could end disastrously. What looks like hype is actually a serious warning. Stepping into the ring with AJ is walking into a storm, and no one should underestimate the risk.
But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to. So we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Yeah.
But we also...
Tony Bellew's assessment is brutal but truthful. He frames the fight as reckless and potentially dangerous. Jake Paul's gamble prioritizes cash over safety, and Bellew emphasizes just how insane it is to step into a ring with a seasoned heavyweight like Joshua. This isn't entertainment, it's high-risk boxing.
It's just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. He's nuts, and I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life before money.
Dave Allen doesn't mince words. He calls the matchup ridiculous and highlights the threat to Joshua's legacy. One glove from Jake Paul landing could overshadow decades of achievement. The clash has shifted from sport to spectacle, leaving fans and pundits alike questioning the logic behind this fight.
Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury. Anthony Joshua cannot box Jake Paul. Horrific. He's dangerous for one, and two, if Jake Paul even lands a glove on him, it just diminishes everything that he's achieved. Jake Paul won't last 2 minutes for me. Never mind Anthony Joshua. It's ridiculous.
Simon Jordan frames the fight as pure entertainment, acknowledging Joshua's legacy while highlighting the commercial motives. This isn't about skill or glory. It's about showmanship, money, and spectacle. For fans craving serious boxing, it's a bitter pill, but for the industry, it's a calculated business move.
2025, Anthony Joshua will fight a YouTuber.
This is the entertainment business. And Anthony Joshua is an entertainer, and you can't undo the fact that he was He won the World Heavyweight Championship twice. And he fought in some great fights.
So why does he need this?
Because he's in the business of entertainment.
Derek Chisora lays it out bluntly, cutting through the hype with his signature no-nonsense style. While he admits that the spectacle will be exciting, he doesn't shy away from reality. Jake Paul lacks the power to threaten Joshua seriously. Chisora predicts a one-sided outcome where the YouTuber will face real consequences, emphasizing the mismatch between experience, skill, and brute strength. His analysis underscores that stepping into the ring with AJ is far more dangerous than most fans appreciate, reminding everyone that this isn't a social media stunt, this is heavyweight boxing, and mistakes in the ring can be brutally unforgiving.
Whatever happens will be exciting.
Does he have the power to knock out Joshua?
Nah, he hasn't got the power to knock out Joshua.
How does that fight end?
Jake Paul going to an ambulance, bro.
Johnny Nelson gives a pragmatic perspective, highlighting that fighters often make decisions based on financial opportunity rather than pure sport. He praises Jake Paul's marketing and promotional skill while hinting that the fight may not even be a serious sporting contest. Nelson frames this as a calculated business move, contrasting the risk Joshua takes against the payday and spectacle value. His commentary underscores the tension between legacy and financial gain, revealing why a champion like AJ might pursue this matchup even when logic, experience, and fan expectations all raise red flags. The fight becomes as much about showmanship as it is about boxing.
If I was AJ at this stage of his career, I'd take Jake Paul. I'd take Jake Paul because there's more money there. If it was real, I don't think it's real. I think it's bullshit. I think Jake Paul I think it's bullshit. I think it's Jake Paul has done an amazing job. Last month he wanted to fight Canelo, remember? So now he's done an amazing job and he's kid.
Chisora brings the hype and reality together, describing the matchup as one-round entertainment while stressing that confidence alone won't carry Jake Paul. He draws from recent fights to underline the risk, suggesting that Paul may overestimate his ability after watching others succeed. Meanwhile, Chisora is adamant that AJ's experience and power dominate the equation. His commentary is vivid and cinematic, mixing spectacle with sobering truth. Fans will be entertained, but the fight is a dangerous mismatch. Chisora captures the essence of boxing drama, the clash of egos, hype, and skill, while keeping his eyes firmly on the likely outcome in the ring.
We need to build entertainment, and right now, this is a great fight for entertainment for us right now.
A one-round entertainment. Surely that doesn't go past one round.
We never know, you never know. But you know what? As I said yesterday, Jake Paul will be so confident to get into this fight, because after you watched Daniel Dubois fight, you think you can do exactly what Daniel did.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm up for this fight to happen, and I want to see AJ.
Tommy Fury doesn't hold back, injecting raw confidence and a sense of spectacle. He frames AJ as overwhelmingly superior, making Paul's chances look nearly non-existent. Even hypothetical handicaps, like a broken arm, wouldn't change the likely outcome, underscoring the sheer mismatch. Fury's bold statements amplify the drama while highlighting Joshua's power, experience, and skill, reminding viewers that this fight is heavily skewed in AJ's favor. The commentary blends entertainment with boxing analysis, using humor, audacity, and brutal honesty to make a clear point. Jake Paul is stepping into the ring with a man far beyond his league, and the result seems almost predetermined.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still won't go past.
Spencer Oliver dives deep into the mindset behind Joshua's decision, dissecting the business side of boxing with sharp insight. He explains that for Joshua and his team, fights aren't always about glory or legacy. They're also about calculating risk and maximizing financial return. Oliver points out that while fans may be disappointed or frustrated with this matchup, from Joshua's perspective, it's a logical choice at this stage of his career, a fight that requires minimal risk while providing a significant payday. However, Oliver also stresses the contradiction this easy money grab comes at a cost to reputation, credibility, and the respect of the hardcore boxing community. His commentary captures the tension every modern heavyweight faces, balancing legacy with financial reality, fan expectations with entertainment value, and the undeniable allure of money in a fighter's career, leaving the audience pondering if profit now outweighs glory later.
Well, Anthony Joshua is talking about wanting warm-up fights before going into bigger fights, but look, It's prize fighting at the end of the day, and the way that Joshua will see it, and Matchroom and all the team, the fans won't like this, by the way. But
I don't like it
No,
either.
I don't like it either. But the way that Joshua will see it is as a money grab. He'll see it as an easy money grab, but at this stage of his career, is it a fight he should be taking?
Chizora's warning is vivid and uncompromising, bringing the physical and psychological stakes of the fight into sharp focus. He stresses that a single lapse in concentration could create lifelong consequences for AJ, turning what may look like a simple exhibition into a high-risk battle with serious ramifications. By specifying a 3-round knockout, Chisora highlights the speed and decisiveness required to neutralize Jake Paul safely, emphasizing that this isn't a fight to take lightly. His insight merges strategy with raw realism. Joshua must assert his dominance immediately, leaving no room for error. The commentary underscores the tension between spectacle and skill, reminding fans that even in a supposedly easy fight, a heavyweight like Joshua cannot afford overconfidence. Every moment in the ring carries weight. And Chisora expertly conveys both the excitement and danger inherent in this matchup.
I will say this to AJ. Don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But 1 or 2, put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3 rounds.
Simon Jordan blends humor with sharp career analysis, acknowledging the entertainment factor while redirecting focus to fights that truly matter for legacy. He frames the Jake Paul fight as spectacle fun for the crowd, but inconsequential in terms of proving boxing greatness. By comparing it to a future showdown with Tyson Fury, Jordan emphasizes that Joshua still has monumental challenges ahead that genuinely define his career, not a YouTube crossover. His commentary captures the duality of modern boxing, a sport where legacy battles and entertainment clashes coexist, but not all fights carry the same weight. He highlights the risk-reward balance. While the Jake Paul fight may provide exposure and cash, it does little to advance Joshua's standing among boxing elites. Jordan's analysis keeps the audience grounded, reminding them that spectacle and substance are not always aligned.
I do, because I'd like to see him knock Jake Paul into the next belt. But in the reality of what I think it's worth, no. I mean, I am moderately interested in seeing him fight Tyson Fury, because I think it's the only box that's left untipped.
Logan Paul brings a mix of disbelief and raw perspective to the discussion, highlighting the gap between spectacle and reality. He frames Joshua as a world-class athlete capable of turning a YouTube craze into a career-altering event. By referencing the Ngannou knockout, Logan emphasizes Joshua's lethal power and ability to end fights decisively, making it clear that Jake Paul is out of his league. His commentary bridges the fan perspective with professional insight, showing that while the matchup grabs headlines, the stakes are very real. Logan captures the clash between social media hype and boxing legitimacy, reminding viewers that stepping into the ring with Joshua isn't just a challenge, it's a high-risk scenario that can redefine reputations in a single punch.
The Joshua thing is crazy.
Is that a real conversation?
Jake's a fucking lunatic, and it's probably real. I saw Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out cold for 5 minutes. And this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone forever.
After hearing from every corner of the boxing world, from legends like Chisora and Johnny Nelson to promoters like Eddie Hearn and even the Paul brothers themselves, it's clear this fight isn't just another bout, it's a clash of spectacle, money, and legacy. Anthony Joshua steps into the ring with far more than just a YouTuber. He faces a test of patience, power, and precision, while Jake Paul brings confidence and hype, but lacks the experience to withstand the heat of a true heavyweight champion. Every voice has painted the same picture, a mismatch where risk outweighs reward, but entertainment value skyrockets. The question isn't just who will win, it's whether Joshua can balance business with brutality, and if Paul can survive the storm. Fans, commentators, and insiders alike are waiting with bated breath. So what do you think? Can Jake Paul actually survive against Joshua, or is this just another payday fight in disguise? Comment below, smash that like button, and make sure to subscribe for all the latest boxing breakdowns, reactions, and insider analysis as this story unfolds.